The biggest thing with the Oilers right now is their ability to play with depth. And one thing that's always been a knock on the Edmonton Oilers has been they're rolling out the Draisaitl McDavid all the time when they're in trouble, when things are good. It's 97 and 29. What carried Edmonton through the later games in this LA Kings series were the guys in the bottom six of the lineup. And I think that was a huge step forward for this Edmonton Oilers team. It became a different team. You could rely on different players. Trent Frederick making big plays, Connor Brown making big plays, Janmark, Henrique. There were guys that you don't traditionally hear of, really good players, but they were the guys that were making the difference in these games. And to me, that's, if you're going to win a cup, and we said this last time I was on, if you're going to win a cup, you can't do it with three lines. LA tried it, and you clearly saw as this series wore on, their three-line plan just didn't work. And the Oilers, unfortunately, at times over the last 5-6 years, it has been not just a three-line team, it's been a two-guy team. And that's difficult. So this was a huge step forward for these Edmonton Oilers, that they have more weapons and they have a deeper lineup, and they're going to need it. This series isn't the LA Kings as they're heading down to Vegas for game one. When I worked in the coaching room of the Arizona Coyotes and we went in to play a much superior Edmonton Oilers team, Dave Tippett's mantra at the time for Arizona, not for Edmonton, but his mantra was come out even or better against Draisaitl and McDavid. That was the mission. If you can come out even or better when those two are on the ice, you're fine. And that means if it's 0-0, you're fine. That was a great shift if you can keep them off the board. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. And you can't just beat McDavid and Draisaitl and go, okay, if we can keep, we used to say, if we could keep Connor McDavid from scoring a goal in this game, we have a better chance to win, period. That was the mission. That was, McDavid was point 1, 2, and 3 on the board. That's not anymore. And you saw that in the last two games of the series against LA when those guys aren't the guys driving the offense and somebody else does it. That's the concern for Vegas. One thing Vegas does do, though, is Vegas is going to be a little more physical than I think you saw in LA. I think they're going to come out really hard, especially against the defense of the Edmonton Oilers early. I'm expecting a dump and chase, hard physical game on those Edmonton Oilers defense early in game one to kind of set the tone for this series. And that makes up what Edmonton may have an issue with, is their ability to defend. When you look at the numbers in the first round and their ability to defend, it's a problem. They were 15th in goals against per game, and they were last on the penalty kill. The two big defensive metrics for a team going into the second round. It's a problem. And if they get beat up and pressured without Ekholm, it can be a problem. Hey, they were good. They were good at times. But they're going to face a different kind of pressure that's more relentless and more shift after shift and 1, 2, 3, 4 lines coming at them. That could be the area where Edmonton's going to have to do better, and they're going to have to move the puck quicker and cleaner to get out of their zone.
Round one against Minnesota, they were inconsistent. Yeah. They had some really tough moments. They bled some big chances. They struggled with the high-end skill of Kaprizov and Boldy. Then you go look at the Oilers and you look at that forward group and you're like, good Lord, 3 Hart Trophy winners on your top line and Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry, a second line that is really humming. Of all the lines in round one, trios of 3 players that qualified in terms of ice time, no line had a higher expected goals for percentage than Nuge, Kane, and Hyman. You look at a third line, Frederick keeps getting better. Connor Brown has found his stride, playing the best hockey of his NHL career. Adam Henrique, perennial 20-goal guy down the middle. He struggles with consistency issues. So does Brown. Trent Frederick, we're hoping he's healthier. The fourth line, Arvidsson and Podkolzin on the wings with playoff performer Janmark down the middle. When you look at the forward group for Edmonton and you look at the blue line for Vegas, it is like jaw-dropping the gluttony of quality players they have. That forward group is so good. That blue line in Vegas is so good. But yet each of them have struggled with consistency problems. If Edmonton's forward group can find a way to elevate a little bit, they're winning this series in 6. If Vegas's blue line finds a way to elevate a little bit, I hate to say it, they're probably winning this series in 6. If both units play above what we think they can do, this series is going 7. And that is my way too simple breakdown of this matchup.
Yeah, just if they can just take advantage of their strengths, I guess is a good way to put it, isn't it? But the Oilers forward group in that game 6, like it wasn't McDavid and Draisaitl that did it. It was Connor Brown.
Yeah.
Like someone joked in the chat before, it's like they can contain Connor McDavid all they want. They have Connor Brown as well to go take care of things. And I really do think the depth is going to be the big difference for the Oilers if they're going to be able to get through and make it to the Western Conference Finals again. It's going to be about what does that third line do? And even that second line, like you said, like, there's a reason McDavid and Draisaitl can stay together, and it's not because everyone else is struggling. It's because everyone else is playing so well. So for me, it's about taking advantage of that early. Aiden Hill's a good player, don't get me wrong, but also, too, I don't think he's that great.
No.
He has an 880. We're sitting here talking about our goaltender that has an 893. which also isn't fantastic by any means. But Aiden Hill, we've seen what he can do in a series, but I think Pickett can do just as much.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.